Minecraft music, Minecraft music. Hello. I am Kanada. And now, you are too. That's my bit. Good night, everybody. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. So I saw this hunk of shiitake mushrooms of a movie. You can guess what I'm talking about. I'm in Minecraft land. I'm gonna be blunt. I never played a craft or a Minecraft, as it were. It was after my time. I am not much of a gamer. Like, I have the gamer physique, sure. My hands are perfectly crafted to use a controller and go beep, 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 boom, zoom, zap, zeep, zap, zap, zoom, out. Yeah, I don't play games much. Last game I played was, Jackbox. So yeah, I am not a Minecrafter person. I had friends who were into Minecraft, like a couple of people I know, they were Minecrafting up all the damn time, and I'm like, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. You caused this movie to happen. Oh yeah. So why the sweet flying fudge mushroom crap did I see the Minecraft movie? Well, actually, I didn't see the Minecraft movie. Shockers. Surprise! I saw the workprint version of the Minecraft movie. That's right, folks. I didn't pay a fucking dime to watch this goddamn piece of shit. A friend got it for me, and it was the workprint. So I figured I had no interest in Minecraft as a concept or a film. I saw the trailer and went, well, I don't have any attachment to that, and that looks bad, and Jack Black is embarrassing himself again, so, I was going to skip it. But then a little friend told me, not a bird, a goat. He went, bah! He's like, Kanada, I have this magical thing for you to watch. It's totally not terrible, and I'm not making a joke that making him look like the devil. Bah! Live deliciously, bah! Thanks, Tim. I think. Tim. This is your fault, Tim. Timothy Goatman. You might be a satyr, but you'll probably be into that, so, Thank you for hooking me up. Appreciate it. So I watched the Minecraft movie, the workprint cut. I forgot what it was being called. Like the mine cut or uncrafted or some stupid shit. It's a workprint. So you ask, what the hell is a workprint? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'll educate you, you uncultured swine. There are pigmen in this movie. They're hot. A workprint is produced when a movie's in production and the director and the stars need to figure out, how is this thing turning out? We need to do a early version of it with the editing so we can figure out, do the jokes work? Does the timing work? Do we need to film additional scenes and pickups and stuff like that? Or in a film that is 90% special effects, you need a workprint to figure out, okay, what are we going to pay to have finished? What do we need to cut, etc., with our gigantically, horribly expensive movie? Because there's so many effects, and we have to contract a server farm in wherever the hell, and have 1,000 million artists make Minecraft and make Jack Black dance around with pigmen and do multiple embarrassing songs alongside square-headed people. That's what they're going to spend their lives on, making Minecraft movie. Now I'm sad. Anywho, this is a workprint version, so this version I have is incomplete, so that should, give me some leeway in terms of how I'm going to judge it. Like, oh, this is not a finished product. I shouldn't judge this too harshly. No, I'm going to judge this quite harshly. This thing sucked. That said, I am happy I went with the workprint version because, well, it was more funny. It was more interesting because it was not done, and truth be told, the unfinished effects kind of charming and fit the aesthetic of shit square. Everything a block. Unfinished CGI blocks that were more rough and raw fit the aesthetic better, in my opinion, for what little connection I have to and what little exposure I have. So I think that was the right choice. So it also had the additional funniness of say, CGI characters were talking to each other 1 second, then they are completely stone-faced, and you'll hear the dialogue come in while their face is completely stony. Like that. Thanks, editor me, for later. You're welcome, asshole. Stuff like that. Characters going from extremely detailed models to a grayscale, barely puppeted animation thing, just to put them in the placing and their blocking in the frame. You'll see parts from the trailer that are obviously completely finished, and then you'll see an action scene where the wires are still attached to the actor and haven't been painted out, or the clearly prop legs are wrapped around someone. And a couple times where characters are changed completely, where human characters turn completely into CGI previs, to where they just scoot across frame where other CGI elements are behind them. Pretty funny, and it happening at random actually gave me quite a few laughs. Oh yes, I had a helper with me, Mr. Bill. Billy was nice enough to help me. He's a good dog. Thank you for enduring this thing with me, because I don't think I could have actually got through this without someone to bounce off stuff with. So, thank you. And thank you again, Tim. You might actually be Satan. Satan! Anyway, I guess I should stop stalling and talk about the movie, but I really don't want to. It's kind of shit. It's interesting shit. I'll give it that. So our movie begins with Steve. As a child, he wants to go into the mines for some reason we don't get any explanation for. Just this kid wants to go mine stuff in a dark, creepy mine. And an adult, a creepy old man minor jokes. I'm gonna try to avoid those. Keith stops him from going in there because he's a child and this is a dangerous mine. He should not be in there. So Steve grows up and becomes a salesman or accountant. I forgot. I wasn't paying attention. And he sings a stupid song real quickly. And he becomes an adult and goes right back to the mine. And that same old man miner is still there. And this time now Jack Black is an adult and just jukes him and goes around into the mine and just mines and then finds the MacGuffin and goes to Minecraft land. And that's our setup. And then a different movie starts, one directed by the dude who did Napoleon Dynamite, and you can pretty well tell he has a look, a routine he does, a stylization as it were. You're like, oh, that's the Napoleon Dynamite dude. This makes sense. Where some kids with a dead parent go to this new town and try to adjust to school and whatnot. There's a lady who is their realtor who has a petting zoo attached to her car for reasons. It's quirky. The whole thing is quirky, which is that stuff that Napoleon Dynamite director did. I'm not going to tell his actual name because he appears to be a jackass. I'll get to that. It's that kind of a movie. It makes sense what this is, and then you have Jason Momoa, aka Aquaman, and future Lobo, apparently. That's better casting, actually. Showing up being like an old, washed up video game pro. Alright. And he's in here being pathetic man-child man, and he's sort of funny, kinda-ish, and he's interacting with the kids, the dead parent kids. And you got the one boy who's good at engineering stuff because he makes a jetpack and manages to accidentally destroy part of a chip factory mascot. Don't worry about it. It's not important. And then they all get sucked into Minecraft land. And the rest of the movie happens, and I'm like, oh. The other one wasn't spectacular or anything, but I at least kind of was enjoying that one slightly. Can we go back to that? No, we're stuck in this hellhole. And Jack Black's here rapidly pissing whatever goodwill was left just right down his leg onto the ground. I liked Jack Black at one point. I don't anymore. This movie is a large portion of that now. Shame. Crying shame. Yeah, so this Minecraft stuff happens. I don't have any context really for most of it. Beyond here's a villain who's this pig lady, and here's her army of hot pig guys, one of which is introduces like, oh, big strong man, me kill, and he's actually got the very high pitched like nerdy voice, and it's like that guy. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of funny. He's a nice guy, but he just has to kill people because that's his job. That's sort of a joke. And then there is a weird subplot with one of the horrible, ugly human Squidward squarehead villagers getting into the real world and dating, I forget her name, Cooley? Something Cooley. That blonde lady with kind of the puffy plastic surgery face. She's real funny. You'll recognize her. She was in a bunch of shows I didn't actually watch. Sorry. But she's funny. I know her from, amusingly enough, A Cinderella Story, which is a Disney Channel movie with, I think, Hilary Duff. One of them. I saw it at some point for some reason. My niece was young at the time. She watched that stuff. I was exposed to it like radiation. Some things stuck. There were growths. I had to get them LASIKs off. It's fine. It's fine. There's only a couple scars. But yeah, she's romancing one of those things, and that's probably the only funny joke that I actually thought was good in this rest of this movie. Stuff happens. It's bad. The Minecraft stuff is kind of window dressing for a basic-ass plot of get the MacGuffin, get the other secondary MacGuffin to make the main MacGuffin work. We get to a battle scene at the end. There's a sky beam. A character gets killed off, but not really, because of course not. It's not even... They don't even pretend to make it... They don't even try on that part. The effects are not done, which is entertaining. If this was done, I would get way less enjoyment than I did. And we get to our ending, where everyone gets back to the real world, and I guess lessons were learned and character growth kind of happened. Like, the girls in this movie disappear for like 30 minutes because the plot had nothing for them to do, so they were off camera for a while. I guess any development that happened was off camera, roughly. Like, the realtor lady learned to tame wolves, which, cool. And the sister who... The kids are meant to be like... I think she's meant to be like 18 or 19, but she looks 12. Her brother looks like 15, so he looks older than her, in my opinion. So her trying to be like, do the plot of the older sister forced to become the parent too early routine comes across as a 12-year-old being put in charge of a 15-year-old, which... funny, but not in the way they intended. Her entire character arc appears to be, apparently was, learned violence was an answer, but actually was an answer. So, good for her. The kid just learned to continue doing what he was doing, which was being creative and engineering, which, cool, that's fine. Jason Momoa's character didn't really change at all. Jack Black's character just decided that he's lived in the Minecraft world for probably like a good 10, 15 years. He's tired. He decides to go back to the human world and make a band with Jason Momoa. A good chunk of this movie is the two of them bouncing off each other for comedy's sake. And it doesn't really work, in my opinion, because while they both are capable of being funny, all they can really think to do with the two of them in terms of chemistry is have them clash, which... doesn't really work because they're both playing the same kind of over-the-top man-child asshole such and such. And you got like two of the same thing smacking against each other, and there's no real interesting conflict between them. There's kind of the same character interacting with the same exact character. This reminds me of that one episode of Cowboy Bebop where Spike ran into the other bounty hunter who was a literal cowboy. And that was a good contrast. Even though they were similar characters, there was a contrast there. It made for good comedy. That's a good episode of Cowboy Bebop. Go watch Cowboy Bebop. I keep telling people to watch other things than the movies I just watched. Go watch Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop's good. Not the Netflix one. Don't do that. Apparently it's garbage. I did not watch it. I have better things to do with my life than watch that, apparently. So, yeah. Anywho, this movie's bad. I'm amused by the workprint element because that kind of added an additional humor. Because on its base level, I did not give a shit. So seeing a weird novelty of a work print that leaked right alongside the actual movie That's kind of fun. I can say that I've seen that, and that's how I took in this damn movie. Maybe the second one comes out, we'll see, like, I don't know, a musical version will somehow leak before the final version. Something like that might happen. Who knows? Weirder things have happened. Anywho, I'm going to feel my body become a square and my head turn into a block. And I'll start going like a fucking Peanuts character. Because apparently that's how Minecraft works. I don't know. I'm a cat, not a craft. Or a mine. Craft cheese. I could turn into a block of cheese in this world. That would make sense. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The director's an asshole. Because there was apparently the only other thing that I heard about this movie that happened alongside its release was the chicken jockey scene. Where apparently a TikTok thing where teenagers were just wrecking movie theaters, and supposedly, apparently, one kid brought in a actual live chicken during one scene, and the director encouraged that bullshit. Like, oh, you're a dick. The movie theater don't need people destroying and bringing in live chickens to the friggin' movie. It's a movie theater, not a goddamn play school, and the director encouraged that. So, fuck you. Fuck you sideways, buddy. Fuck you with one of these Minecraft blocks in your asshole, not designed to be inserted in there. Fuck off. I think fuck a lot. Fuckity fuck fuck fuckity fuck. I don't make any money on these videos. I'm under no obligation to behave myself. I could put out my titties, but then I would probably have the video would probably get pulled off YouTube, because you can't have titties, but I can say fuck quite a few times. Like and subscribe. You can see my titties there. Big old titties, round titties in your face. They might turn square because of this fucking movie. Oh yeah, Patreon, Furfanity, the Blue Sky, yada yada bing. Go away. Bye bye. Fart sounds. Skybeam, etc.